We are live. We're live for 28 seconds, for 30 seconds.
I didn't get a notification. I told you, and I didn't see John Ross's thing, so I really think we're not live.
We have 4 people on watching us right now.
You guys tell us if you can see us.
We
Comment
just act like we are live. Be excited. She's not even excited. It's Comics and Beers. She's like, I don't want to be here.
We've had this happen where we talked for like 20 minutes, not realizing we weren't live, and no one's commenting that they can see us or hear us.
Well, go to YouTube. Bring up YouTube. Andrew Kai, anyone, please let us know, because Stephanie is being a deadbeat downer.
I'm not trying to be a deadbeat downer. I just don't want to.
She doesn't even want to do the show, guys.
Why didn't I get a notification that we're live?
I don't know.
Maybe I turned off the notifications to this channel.
She probably did, because she doesn't want to be part of it anymore. She's like, we got the table from John, and now I'm done.
Exactly. I was just in it for the table, and I wanted to be featured in a comic book. So my 2 life goals have been reached. Gone home, guys.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Comics and Beer. We are back after a 2-week, which felt like a month. I set up the show, and I was like, wait, where does everything go? How do I plug everything in? But we're back. We're finally back after a 2-week hiatus. This is your Friday night live stream that you have to be at.
You gotta do it.
I mean, you have to be at Will's, Sean and Will's on Hero and the Kid, and then you just gotta roll over to this one and come to Comics and Beer. What kind of show is this, babe?
Guys, it's the best show you're ever going to experience in your life. Better than any live concert you've ever been to, or Broadway play, or musical.
Wow.
So, bar's been set high.
So high!
Hope you guys are drunk. It's the only way you're going to believe this.
Guys, in the show, what we do is we talk about comic book news, and that is my part of the show. I handle that. I get all the news. Stephanie doesn't read any of it because she doesn't have enough time. She's so busy. And then it's all new to her, and then we talk about it. And
it's more fun if it's new to me. Then I can give you an honest reaction where I get mad at everything.
She does. There's some good stuff to talk about tonight. Trust me. What's your part of the show, babe?
I buy beers. We actually bought some beers. We went to our friend's house 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
And they had a brewery in their town of Farmingdale. So we went there and we got some beers there, but they only had 2 options that we liked. So we got 2 of each, but we don't want to drink just 2 of the same beers. That's not fun for you guys. So I went to the beer distributor and got some more beers.
That's right.
To add to the pile.
Well,
and then Bruce tried to take 5 beers upstairs today. 5 beers. I was like, no, Bruce, put 1 back. He's like, I'm just going to have it in case one tastes beer. Bad. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to drink all 5, and then you're going to be drunk, and you're going to be knocking over all the water on the table, and you're going to feel like crap tomorrow. And I'm going to have to live with that.
Well, you would have to live with that. I'm probably hungover and cranky, but whatever. The last part of the show is we do trivia. In tonight's trivia, I forgot to do a post on Instagram because usually I do a weekly post on Fridays. I'm like, guys, what do you do for trivia? I just forgot. Work was a little busy. But we're doing Fantastic Four. How's your Fantastic Four knowledge? Well, a lot of the stuff was pretty easy. Someone's talking about a penis?
No. John Ross said the camera angle of the microphone makes Stephanie look like she has a cyborg arm.
Oh.
I do, guys. That's what we did with our stimulus check. I got a cyborg arm.
She wanted to be like Cyborg in the cartoon. And we do trivia. And those trivia, if you get those right in chat, you're the first person to be right. You get entries into the end of the month giveaway. We do a big giveaway at the end, the last Friday of every single month. So Fantastic Four. Get ready.
Get ready. I know nothing, and I will still shout out the wrong answers to you guys.
It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of these answers are super easy. So it should be, how fast are you and how fast is your internet?
Right. Upgrade now. Call Verizon right now. Have them on hold while you're talking to us. Speaking of calling Verizon and leaving them on hold, at my job, there's like a communal bathroom. I mean, no one doesn't like sit and hold hands while they poop, but there's stalls. So I go into the bathroom the other day, into the stalls, and there's this woman having a full-blown conversation on speakerphone with the Verizon wireless or Verizon cable company.
Why wouldn't you?
While she's on the toilet. She wasn't even like just standing in there like she couldn't be on her, like she had to take the phone call and she didn't want her boss to see. She was on the toilet. And then I went and pee, and when I flushed the toilet, she tried to like talk over the toilet flushing, like, ah! Like the Verizon guy doesn't know you're on the toilet. At work.
Well, I'm going to open a beer, and Stephanie is going to say hello to everyone in chat.
All right, I'm excited. Because we had some awesome people in chat today. Sam King was first. Grumpy STL, what's going on? Peter, good game. Said 20 minutes ago seems like a lifetime. 20 minutes is a lifetime, Peter. It's too much. Everybody hold the phone because Andrew Kai is here. Andrew Kai has not been on in how many weeks, months, years of my life. Andrew, it's so nice to have you back.
Andrew!
John Big Daddy Ross, who changed his YouTube name, John, Big Daddy, Ross. Which order does that go in? Nobody knows. David Mendez saying cheers to everyone. Thank you, David.
What's up, David?
Comic Posters here letting us know that he can't stay. He's got to go judge a debate, which is sad. But he says he hearts both of us and Bruce's pee on the floor. There's going to be lots of that because he's going to drink 5 beers and then he's going to pee all over the floor. Sam says he's half drunk, so that's good. That's good. You're gonna believe that this is the best show ever. Batman Popsters in the house. Ruben Guzman. Second Street Marvel. Lost in Comics.
A lot of people here. What's
you are
going on, everyone?
Awesome. Jeremiah Babcock talking shit already, saying this isn't the best show he's ever been to in his life.
Jeremiah, you
just won. You just won, Jeremiah.
You were not banned for winning the end of the month giveaway. That was our Hall of Blood giveaways are different outside of the Comics and Beer giveaways.
You're not. Yes. Did I give everyone Glenn Smith, Max Washington? God, guys, how awesome are you? You're making me feel very loved.
I just real quick. I actually watched Lost in Comics award show that they did, I believe, a few nights ago. Guys, that show was awesome. You guys should be like patting yourselves on the back. That was an amazingly well done show. I loved the whole entire thing. You guys did awesome.
I wasn't paying attention. Who did awesome?
Lost in Comics did a best of the year award show where they were posting out on Instagram and I believe Twitter.
They said I was the best of the year.
Yeah, you were the big winner.
Okay, good. Just as long as it went in that direction, then yes, best show ever.
But it was a live stream. They did a seamless job with like lots of like different videos and everything and guests, and it's just awesome. If you guys haven't checked that out, definitely go check that out because that was a really, really awesome thing. But
Lost in Comics says he likes my story. We have lots of stories.
always
boob monsters.
Boob monsters. That's a new one.
Pooping on the phone while you're on with Verizon. That bathroom is the weirdest bathroom. The weirdest shit goes on there. They're just weird ladies. They all work on like the production floor and like there's someone brought a body spray in that they leave on the counter for when they need it. It's called Sexiest Fantasies, a sensual body spray. What are you doing at work that you need a sensual body spray?
So guys, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, even though I know everyone in here is subscribed to the channel, but just gonna say it for anyone watching this on the rewind who has not seen this show before, get subscribed to the channel. What are you doing? There's lots of new content coming out. It's 2021. Bruce and Stephanie is going to crush this game. Yeah, smash that bell so that way you're notified each time we upload new content and when we go live, just like tonight. Last not least.
Guys, you have to hit the like button.
We should have 21 likes right now.
We have 21 people watching, but only 9 likes.
Come on, guys. Hit that like button.
If you already hit the like button, hit it again so it turns off, and then hit it one more time to turn it back on, just so we know that you're listening. Do you want to show everyone the beers that we're going to start with, and then we can get into the rest of our stuff? So this is from that local brewery that we went to in Farmingdale, Pumpkin Saison of Ale. Someone had recommended who was in there. They were like, oh my God, it's so good. And I got to say, I just took a sip. It is probably one of the best pumpkin beers I've had.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
It's not like an overpowering, I just drank direct from a can of pumpkin.
Yeah, and then other saisons that I've personally had are very winey and they're very pungent in flavor. This is a very smooth and it's a nice pumpkin taste if you're into that. And yeah, it's delicious. I don't think they're making this anymore. It's a seasonal thing that they make. So this is what left over, and we got some.
Next October, put a Google reminder in your phone right now.
Yes.
Go to Farmingdale, Long Island, New York, and drink that one beer.
So there was a movie that came out over the break, our 2-week break, that we want to talk about because we're going to do a straw poll. A straw poll is I'm going to post this in chat and you guys can vote on this. But that movie is what, babe?
The worst movie that's ever been made in the history of
I would say it's probably one of the worst DC movies that's ever been created.
It is 100% the worst. 100%. And Aquaman was a movie that I've seen.
Aquaman's way better than that movie. Oh my God.
Terrible.
What movie are we talking about, guys? If you guessed it, that'd be called Wonder Woman 1984.
So bad.
The movie is so bad.
It made me angry. And then some guy that I used to work with texted me to let me know that he thinks I look like Kristen Wiig. He's like, you look like Barbara from 1984.
She was physically mad for like a half an hour after the movie. I'm like, what are you so mad about? She's like, the movie. I'm like, but I didn't make the movie, so why are you mad at me? It was a very hot disputed topic in the house for a while. I mean, we both hated it. We just talked about it a lot. So we wanted to get you guys' opinion. Which movie is worse?
Worth.
Worst. Wonder Woman, 1984. These are both DC movies. Or Catwoman with Halle Berry. So I'm going to drop this straw poll in chat. Straw poll.
You can't stop saying bowl.
Straw poll.
I like the first Wonder Woman 2, Sam King, and I was very disappointed.
So you guys can go to that link, click on it, and then vote. And then we'll check this out, like, I don't know. We'll check it at 10:30?
10:30.
10:30?
You guys have 20 minutes.
20 minutes. I've never seen Catwoman. I've seen pieces of Catwoman, and oh my god, the movie is terrible. I think Wonder Woman 1984 is actually probably better than Catwoman, but we recently just watched Wonder Woman 1984, and
we're going to base all of our opinions on that.
on that. Just that.
Jeremiah Babcock says the worst movie ever made was Human Centipede.
Oh, I never
Grumpy
saw that.
STL says I do look like Kristen Wiig. David Mendes says I put her to shame. So obviously David wants to win tonight.
Well, Stephanie did you see that? She had her sweater off her shoulder, and she was giving you guys shoulder.
I was like,
hey,
who's
guys.
sexier than Kristen Wiig?
She was giving it to you guys. So good. We had the monthly giveaway coming up in I don't know how many weeks, a few weeks. And I think that's everything before we get into the news. Anything else did I forget? You want to tell the Boot Monster story?
I feel like there's a lot of people here who haven't been around long enough to have heard other stories about our children. We have pretty funny children. I feel like most children are funny because they're innocent and they're ridiculous and they just have strange opinions on life. But our 5-year-old likes to say really ridiculous shit for a living.
He does.
I think he's like stepped it up to a whole new level.
Yes.
And I don't know if you guys were here about the story when he pooped in the bathtub and then tried to pretend he didn't and tried to say his brother pooped in the bathtub. He was in the
6
bathtub.
years older than him.
His 6-year older brother was like 10 years old at the time. And I would come in the bathroom and I'd like put him in the bath, walked away for a second, came back, there's poop in the bathtub. I'm like, what the heck is this? He's like, Nate came in here and pooped. I was like, really? I'm like, that's lying, Jack, and we don't lie. And I put him on the toilet, and I'm like, all right, push your little weenie down so you don't peel over the floor. And he's like, you said wiener, and that's a lie. That's one of our great Jack stories. Just to give you a little preface of who Jack is as a human being. So Jack is Bruce's son, my stepson. He was at his mom's house last weekend. Jack lives with us, but he sees his mom every other weekend. He was with her last weekend, but he calls on every night at 7 to say goodnight. So he calls FaceTime. And while he's on the phone with us, he starts like feeling up his mom. And he's like, I want to touch your boobs. And she's like, cut it out. And he's like, I'm a boob monster.
And tries to grab him more.
Needless to say, Jack is adorable / he's a boob monster.
He's a boob monster. I mean, I think I'm a boob monster. So maybe he's got it for me. It's like, hereditary.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it is 10:14. I'm going to go ahead and go over to the wheel so that we can get this trivia on time and jump into some news because I'm sure we are going to have some opinions about things and get real loud. So
I'm so hot. Now I don't want to take my sweater off because Bruce is making you think that I want you to think I'm sexy.
Take your sweater off, babe. All right, guys, like I said, this is Fantastic Four trivia, and this is the easy thing to do. Is if you are the first person to answer this question correctly in chat, you get an entry into the end of the month giveaway. The end of the month giveaway, we do a big giveaway at the end of every single month. And yeah, this is how you get your entries. The only way to get your entries into that end of the month giveaway. All right, let's spin the wheel. Yeah.
I can't wait to shout out the wrong answers.
Fantastic Four. I hope you guys know you're Fantastic Four.
I hope you know you're fantastic.
What character replaced the Human Torch in the 1978 Fantastic Four animated series?
Captain Planet.
This
is Captain Planet.
This is the one in
the Flash.
Only hard questions tonight. The rest are easy peasy. Like
it was Two Gun Pedro.
If you've been watching anything of Fantastic Four reading, it's not Spider-Man. You remember this is the 1978 cartoon. Oh, John, Big Daddy Ross got it right.
Wait, Sam King got it right before him.
Oh, he did?
He did. Sam King got it right first. Herbie, like the
Sam
car.
King can't win.
But Sam King can't win, so John was.
Yes.
Sorry, Sam. You have a couple more months left, so you can win again.
Yeah, I believe it's 2 months, probably.
But while Bruce is typing Big Daddy John, Ross, Big Daddy Incorporated, I would like to say hello to Perry, who came on to join us. I guess Perry's given up on the creepy eyes. Now that he does only movie reviews, it's no more creepy eyes, I guess. Freaky Low.
Yeah, he's a new channel that I told you about that has like really amazing energy.
Freaky Low. Is it like
free
like
key? Free key. Like he gives away free keys. Like
I was
keys.
hoping it was like if you say it fast, Freaky Low.
Probably is freaky low.
I feel like more people came in. Whack Comics is here.
What's up,
Wiggity
Whack?
Wacky's back. Oh, you know what? I don't think I got the beer. There was a beer that I saw at the beer distributor that looked just like your guy going through a long box logo. Whack. I almost bought it, but I don't know. Maybe it's downstairs. Two Gun Pedro's here.
What's up, Two Gun?
And I think that's everyone that I didn't say hello to. If I didn't say hello to you, hello.
Borican Herbie is a robot. He's like a friendly little robot that replaced the Human Torch. If you type Herbie, but put a period between each one, Fantastic Four, it will pop up.
That's like Rob, R.O.B.
All right, before we get into the news, guys, I'm trying to post a straw poll again for anyone that is new. This is a poll. Which movie is worse? Wonder Woman 1984 or Halle Berry Catwoman? That's what we're going to talk about. We
know the answer, even if you think you do.
All right, so the first topic that we're going to talk about tonight is movies. We always start with movies. I'm not going to switch anything up. So we talked about how we did not like Wonder Woman 1984. I thought the script was what really made that movie so bad. The script was terrible. Steve Trevor coming back, but he's like in another person's
she can
body
do magic
because it's a wish.
Oh my god, the way she makes the car invisible, so fucking stupid.
Ooh.
So stupid. And the action scenes were so bad. That's what made me think of it as soon as I saw this with her holding up the guy's leg, where she spent 20 minutes whipping through a mall, just fucking knocking people over. She could have just easily been like, you're in prison, you say, but she kept being like, knock you over, run over here, knock over that guy, run over here, knock over that guy, run over here, trip this guy.
It was so bad. And like, she's basically being like Batman or Spider-Man. It was such a bad movie. But that's not
Batman
the point.
Popster says your link doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't work? All right, well, I'll get to that. Let me finish talking about this, and then I'll come back to that, because I got to go back into a different doc.
Also, Stay Puft is here.
What's up, Stay Puft? So, the movie did really, really well. In the first weekend, it made $16.7 million, which obviously is not a lot of money right now, or compared to past things, but that's like huge. No movie's done that much money since the pandemic, like basically shut down theaters. So they fast-tracked a third one with Patty Jenkins again, writing and directing. I am sure I will see this movie. And I am sure Stephanie will see it with me. And I am sure we are going to hate it because it's awful. Patty Jenkins is not a good writer. Just going to say it. What do you guys think? Good writer? Bad writer?
It was so bad. It was so bad and so disappointing because I really like Wonder Woman Dead Earth. And I really like the first Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot. And I was really excited because Bruce hates on the first Wonder Woman movie.
I hate that movie so much.
And I was like, this one's going to be awesome. And it's going to prove Bruce wrong, even though I like had my worries because Kristen Wiig is a
that was terrible.
cheetah.
So bad.
I wasn't buying that, but I had faith and she ruined it.
There was like 10 minutes, or maybe it was only 5, but it felt like 15 minutes of Steve Trevor trying outfits out. I don't care about that. Can we get to the good stuff?
Batman Popster said he got the link to work. It was just stupid Safari. Who is using Safari? Oh, probably because he's on his phone.
Probably was on his phone. Probably. All right.
Superhero Reviews is here also.
What's going on, guys? Nice show tonight. Thanks for everyone turning up. It's been a while. I know. You guys missed us. We missed you. All right, next.
I did miss you. I was like, now I'm just drinking by myself on Friday, and it's sad.
All right. James Gunn's Suicide Squad is coming out to HBO Max and also to theaters at the same exact time. But people are wondering, is it going to be R-rated? Is it going to be PG-13? We all wanted the R. We are getting an R-rated Suicide Squad. I'm super excited about this movie. I love James Gunn, even though I didn't love the second Guardians of the Galaxy as much as the first. But they're both great movies, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do with the Suicide Squad members and Harley Quinn. Who doesn't love Harley Quinn? I'm excited for this, especially
This
since
is
it's
the second
R-rated.
Suicide Squad.
But it's basically rebooting. Like it's nothing to do with the first one.
Glenn Smith said it took him 5 hours to watch Wonder Woman 84 because he fell asleep twice.
Yes, it's so bad. So yeah, that they're doing R-rated, so we're all excited about that. Another quick news item. The Flash is expected to begin filming soon, as early as spring. So we're thinking March, end of March, April. I believe they're going to start shooting in the UK. There has been some drama around this film. Ray Fisher, the guy who played Cyborg, he has been like trying to get Jeff Johns in so much trouble because he says like he did like really bad things in the workplace and like
he was always taking out his penis, rubbing it in the dip.
And then also the head executive for Warner Brothers Films or something like treated him unfairly or something, and
unfairly, the opposite of unfairly.
Unfairly. So he was trying, like he's like, oh, I'm not going to do it, but now he's saying he is going to be doing the Flash. Who the hell knows? But there is a lot of people coming in for the Flash movie because this is going to be a multiverse movie. He's going to be traveling to different worlds. That's why we're going to see Michael Keaton back as Batman. We're going to see possibly George Clooney as Batman. All the other different variations of Batman that have been through the years. Hopefully going to pop up. But yeah, pretty exciting. I'm excited for this movie. I wasn't super excited about Ezra Miller, E-Z-R-A, Ezra, right?
Yes.
Ezra Miller as the Flash. But after seeing the Justice League, I don't know. I was kind of into it. What do you guys think? Into it?
It's going to be a DC movie, so it's going to be fucking terrible. I can count on one hand the amount of DC movies I've seen just because they look so fucking terrible before I watch them.
So you're saying
and then the handful of DC movies I've seen, terrible. Although I like the Emancipation of Harley Quinn.
That was better, yeah. So what do you think of the Jason Bourne movies? Don't read the article. She's trying to figure out what I'm trying to prep her for. What do you think about Jason Bourne?
I enjoyed them. I wasn't like, oh my god, Jason Bourne, but I like Matt Damon, and I enjoyed it enough.
So this one I'll just show you guys is that I'll just bring it up now. So Fox spoke with the Bourne Supremacy director, even though I don't remember loving Supremacy. I remember loving like the first two, and then as they got older, the movies got worse and worse, in my opinion. But he was supposedly going to direct an X-Men versus Fantastic Four film because that's when Sony had both the rights to both of those. That I can see being really cool because all the action scenes in all the Jason Bourne movies were epic. I don't know if Supremacy was with Jeremy Renner, even though I don't like him as an actor, especially after Endgame. Yeah, Endgame sucks, guys. Just to remind you of that. Endgame is a bad fucking movie. I don't know. That kind of action in an X-Men Fantastic Four could have been really, really cool, but that's obviously not going to happen anymore. But what do you guys think? Would that have been cool? Would that not have been cool?
It's going to be so stupid.
It's going to be so stupid. Let's talk about this beer.
So I found this beer while I was looking for beers, Jingle Juice, which is an amazing name. And it's like Santa. And I know Christmas is over.
Oh, that is so good.
But it called to me. I was like, one last Christmas hurrah. And as Bruce just stated, I made a good life choice.
Well, it's just a hazy IPA. I shouldn't have said so.
Oh, it smells delicious.
It is tasty. Has a little bit of a weird aftertaste, I would say, but it is very nice in the palate. It's very crisp flavor. It's a little citrusy. Really, really enjoy it. The Jingle All the Way doesn't really make a lot of sense to me because there's no...
Jingle Juice.
Jingle Juice.
Jingle Juice.
Oh, so you drink it as you jingle it.
Well, I'm assuming it's Santa Claus's pee. He jingles Jingle Juice.
Oh, man. Jingle Juice.
Jingle Juice.
Jingle Juice.
Santa's pee-pee.
We got 5 minutes.
Because I'm 40, but also 4.
Do you like John Cena? Want to refresh that for me? So we didn't do anything wrong. What do you think about John Cena?
No, seems to work. I like John Cena. I like him as a person. He's a good guy. He does lots of like Make-A-Wish Foundation stuff, and he just seems like a genuinely good dude. So I would support him despite the fact that I think every fucking movie he does is garbage. But
All right. So you know how The Rock was in Fast and the Furious, but then did you know that Vin Diesel and him like literally wanted to kill each other, and they almost didn't finish filming the last film that or Fast and Furious film he was in, not the Rock solo film The Rock did in the franchise, but
The one with Vin Diesel.
yeah.
He's like, only one guy can have giant muscles here. It's me.
Well, John Cena is in the next Fast and the Furious movie, and I'm okay with John Cena. I thought he was really funny in that comedy he did with that female comedian. Can't think of her name. The blonde, slightly chubby chick. He was in the very beginning of the movie. Doesn't matter. He's funny in that. But other than that, I really don't like him that much. Is it just me, or does he look old as F?
He is old.
I know, but like he's trying. Like The Rock is old, but he looks really good. This guy, he just like his face is all
maybe he
turning
parties
into
hard.
wrinkly.
The Rock is a very pure man. He does not put any poisons into his body.
So you're
His
saying-
body is a temple.
You're saying this guy does?
John Cena looks like he likes to drink some beers.
I know, he just looks, and he's got white man syndrome where he's getting older and his face is just giving out, but he's like putting the juice into his muscles. And The Rock has just got that nice, you know, that
He's got the
Hawaiian.
dark skin.
He's
so
got nice Hawaiian jeans.
I guess. John
Samoan.
Cena looks like he looks like.
Amy Schumer, there we go. Amy Schumer, thank you, Jeremiah Babcock.
Does anyone watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Mac's mom, who just smokes the cigarettes and she doesn't talk and she just grunts and she's like, oh, that grunt means she wants to do this. That's who John Cena looks like in that.
Well, the other part of this article I want to talk about, other than John Cena looking old as fuck, is that the Vin Diesel and John Cena are pushing people to go see this movie in theaters, which is going to happen somewhere around summertime, I believe. And I don't think COVID's going to be gone.
Well, they say by June that like 90 or 80% of the population will have the vaccine, something like that.
Hopefully. But still, like, should they be pushing for people to go into theaters? Like, let's just kind of like wait and see and get closer to the movie coming out.
Be willing to die for me.
Yeah, that's basically what he said in this article. It's like, no, like, don't be dumb. Be safe. It's a movie.
Also, Sam King said The Rock would ragdoll Vin Diesel, and I agree.
Oh, yeah.
He would crush him, like
Especially
in his like, oh, shh.
even in that last movie they were in, like, The Rock was gigantic. The Rock is 6'6". Vin Diesel is only like 6 foot tall.
Yeah, he would crush him. Especially now. We just saw some picture of The Rock like years ago, and he had baby arms. But now he's not long. He's at the boulder. He's not like The Rock anymore. He's got fucking like.
He's
like
gigantic.
10 of my arms.
I actually didn't
tape 10 of my arms together, and that's The Rock.
I didn't know he was 6'6" until I was watching some Instagram video, and he randomly like threw out that fact. I'm like, you're 6'6"? Holy fuck!
He's gotta be gigantic.
Gigantic.
He's gotta have all sorts of supports built into his bed. How does that even support him? He's like, he's having sex. That thing would break immediately.
So
I'm assuming it's just a mattress on the floor. He's just like
any woman that he's having sex with is probably like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Don't break me in half.
Or it could be like one of those situations where he's like this really big tough guy, but then he cries during sex. Maybe he's like he's on the bottom and he's just crying. She's like, oh my god.
I thought you were gonna be good at this. All right, it is 10:29. Let's do some more trivia. All right, so let me just go full screen. There we go. All right, guys, trivia time. Like I said, this is Fantastic Four trivia, and what do they have to do?
You have to be first in chat to get the answer right. I'll probably shout out the wrong answer, but it's more fun to type the wrong answer.
Oh, this beer is way better than the first one.
It's delicious.
As you can see, mine going very fast.
Well, you can't trust Bruce. Once he's got one beer in him, he starts throwing them back, and he pretends they all taste good. So,
what is the Thing's catchphrase? Easy peasy.
Oh my god, I actually know that.
Yell it out.
It's clobbering time.
There you
say
go.
that?
Yes. My baby got it right. Tuga Pedro throwing up the beers.
Yes, Max Washington got it right.
Max Washington?
Yes.
Nice.
It's clobbering time. That's the only thing. I didn't even know what his name was. He was just Rock Guy to me, but I do know he knows.
I forgot. Get it right and pay the price. Rock Guy?
I'm like, it's fucking Michael Chiklis. I know that. That's all that matters.
Max Washington.
Max Washington. Did Max Washington just win?
No.
He won something recently.
He did win something, but
It was not the
it was
grand
the
prize.
Wailing Blade books that
That's
are
right.
should be coming from Rich Dewick very, very soon, Max. I'm sorry that took so long, but it had to go from us to Joe Mulvey and then to Rich Dewick, and that
We got
was
lots of
just
signatures.
lots of signatures. So
I signed it. Stephanie was here. Keep in touch. See you next year in school.
So far we have 10 votes on our straw poll, guys. We said we'd check it at
10:30.
10:30. And so far we have 6 for Catwoman and 4 for Wonder Woman. I am just gonna.
You guys think Catwoman's worse? I feel like I had to have seen Catwoman, but I don't remember it. That was so long ago. What year did Catwoman come out?
Oh, it was so bad. I'm gonna throw this in chat one more time to say anyone else who wants to jump on this straw poll and just let us know what you think. Which one's worse, Wonder Woman or Catwoman? I don't remember Catwoman. Catwoman was.
Let me see when Catwoman came out.
It was really bad. All right. So, last bit of movie news, guys. So, a little while ago, we talked about how
2004. 16.
Harrison Ford is really excited to make an Indiana Jones 5. And everyone's behind him. They are making
So
Indiana Jones
so
5.
old.
And yes, Harrison Ford is old
He's like-
as
He's like
F.
with a fucking
I
cane.
have no idea what this movie is going to be about. Who the knows? It's supposed to be like him handing down the mantle to the next person, but this is supposed to be the last Indiana Jones of the franchise. They're closing it down. No more.
In case you're worried, it's only been 20 years since the last one came out. I'm sure you were worried. When will the next one come out?
But they are starting to, gather more cast members, and they're trying to grab more people from the previous movies. And John Rhys Davis, who played Sully, I believe his name was, is in talks to come back in. He says he doesn't want to announce anything. He wants the movie studio to be able to come in and make the big announcements. But he was one of my favorite characters from Raiders of the Lost Ark. I believe that's what he's from. It's just a great character.
All right.
Sadly, Sean Connery is no longer with us, so he can't be in the movie. Stephanie doesn't care. That's why she's giving it. All right.
There's some pretty funny comments in chat, though.
All right.
Sam King wants to know if you can vote for Batman vs. Superman instead of any of those movies because he feels that's the worst movie. And then Barikin says it's called Indiana Jones. Arthritis sucks. Max Washington says it's called The Tomb of Geritol.
That's pretty good, too.
Max also said The Search for Ben space gay.
That's really good. What's that movie going to be about? I really don't understand. He's so old. He can't do action scenes. And that's what... what's the name of the movie again?
Indiana Jones?
Indiana Jones. There we go. That's what the movie is. It's an action movie. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But we're going to move into some TV news.
Wait,
now.
I want to say one more thing.
Okay, say one more thing.
2 more things.
2 more things.
Southern Comic Geek is here. Hello to you.
What's going on, Jason?
Peter Goodgame says he's 50, so he has high hopes for old people in action movies. 50's not that old.
No, 50's not that old.
The Harrison Ford's like 75. But
no, he's 80, isn't he?
the point is of my wanting to bring up Peter's story is so there was a recent thing I saw.
78.
78. Fucking old. That's old. Doing action movies. But there was a thing I saw on Halle Berry while we're talking about Catwoman where she's like 55, right? Or 58, something like that.
Oh, she looked good.
And she's shredded. She decided at 55 she's going to get in the best shape of her life. And she's just like flexing her abs. And the funniest comment I saw about that picture, though, was someone was like, seeing Halle Berry shredded at 55 lets me know that I can wait until I'm 50 to start getting in shape. Like, we don't have to do it now, guys. We can wait till we're... I thought it was Frank snoring on a motorcycle. We can wait till we're 50. So you can wait till you're 50. Oh my God, there. Bruce found it. There you go.
Shredded.
And does it say how old she is?
I will look that up later. Keep talking.
All right. Sorry. God. Anyway, Halle Berry's 50-something. She shredded. Harrison Ford's like 78. How is he even functioning? 54. I was close. Harrison Ford is way older than you, Peter.
Way
50
older.
is not that old. If you think 50 is old, then you're going to die soon?
Okay. Babe, if you had a TV channel, right?
Oh, and Rob Baswell's here. Sorry. Go ahead. I've had a TV
What's up,
channel.
Rob? If you had a TV show or a TV channel and you were going to premiere a Marvel film, what kind of movies would you kind of lead up into that film?
I know it's not the one you have on your screen.
If you're premiering a Marvel film on a TV channel, obviously it's older, so it's premiering first on your channel. What kind of
I
movies?
feel like I would do all like the Endgame, like all the ones that people are going crazy about.
Right? That's what you would
Or like
do,
Guardians
right?
of the Galaxy. I really like that one.
So TNT is airing Captain Marvel, the Marvel TV show with Alison Brie, or no, Alison Brie. Is it Alison Brie? Whatever her name is. Brie Larson. There we go. Brie Larson. But they are, for 2 days beforehand, doing a DC marathon. They are playing like every single recent DC movie before playing Captain Marvel.
But Captain Marvel is not a DC character.
That's why this doesn't make any sense to me.
It's even in her name, Captain Marvel.
But they are playing literally for 2 days before, leading up to that, or 2 weeks before. It's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the next Friday they're airing Captain Marvel.
Well, because what they're doing is they finally got the rights to Captain Marvel because that movie is the fucking garbage. So they're like, oh, they just gave it. They paid us $20 to air this movie. So we're gonna air this movie. We should do like a superhero like marathon before it. What can we afford? Oh, nothing that Marvel's produced, but look at all the shit that DC's done. $1.50? Are you kidding? Sold. And they're gonna put all the fucking shit DC movies. That's why they can't afford to put Marvel before Captain Marvel. You know, Captain Marvel was fucking terrible anyway.
It was such a weird.
I know I've told this story on this channel probably 100 times, but Bruce and I went to see Captain Marvel after we went out. We went out to dinner where we drank like 2 bottles of wine.
We did.
Then we went to Captain Marvel to this movie theater that allows you to buy alcohol at the movie theater. So we bought beers and then went to go see it in this giant, not even IMAX. What was like? It was like something else where it was like better than IMAX, bigger and better than IMAX.
Big.
Huge screen in 3D. I sit down. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna watch this movie. I sit down. Fucking, my head starts spinning. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so much drunker than I thought. And Captain Marvel's like flying at me.
You had to get up and like walk
I'm gonna
around.
be sick, so I had to get up and leave the movie theater because I was so sick. So I was like, okay, I thought Captain Marvel was bad because I was so drunk and I missed a part of it, so that's why. And I went back and watched it in a more sober state, and that was not because I was drunk. Being drunk probably made Captain Marvel better. Like the movie starts in the middle of a movie. Like it just starts, and you're like, wait, what? Did I miss the beginning of this movie? Like you keep hitting rewind. You're like, nope, this is the beginning of the movie. She just is in the middle of she's like in mid-sentence, and she's like, and then my dad, and you're like, what? That was the whole movie.
She loved the movie. Guys.
Stupid.
Loved the movie.
Stupid.
Do you remember Punky Brewster?
Of course, I fucking loved Punky Brewster.
So she loved Punky Brewster. So Punky Brewster
and that girl's got like a weird name, like Starlight Moonshine or something.
Punky Brewster is coming back for a revival. It's going to be on Peacock. Peacock is NBC's streaming service.
What's her name? Does it say it on there?
It does. But can you point out which character is Punky Brewster?
Yeah, she's the girl in the middle.
She looks nothing like what
you obviously have never seen Punky Brewster as an adult.
No, I wouldn't. But I would never picture this girl right here.
Yeah, I've seen Punky Brewster as an adult, so I knew what she looked like. I mean, she looks like she's been smoking for the last 20 years, but that's definitely the same woman that I saw.
They look nothing alike.
Soleil Moon Frye, that's what it is.
Soleil.
Guys, I was all about Punky Brewster when I was a kid.
I don't know. It's just crazy that
Punky she had a boob reduction. That's what Burrican said.
There's a picture, like her boobs were gigantic. Like I saw a picture of it; they were huge.
That's such a shame. Spread the wealth, guys.
But yeah, this is Punky Brewster. It's coming with what's his face? I forgot what his name is. But he actually has a pretty good YouTube channel where he does a lot of funny Nightwing skits. I really enjoy that.
Regan said DC movies are so bad, the worst Marvel movie would still look amazing. That's a good idea to make Captain Marvel look really good. Is to play all the DC movies. And then Jeremiah said, "Steph, you are aware." And I went to. I was reading that was Shazam's original name. What does that have to do with me hating on Captain Marvel?
Because Shazam used to be Captain Marvel,
right?
And he's DC.
Okay, so that's why. So then they're saying because Captain Marvel was Shazam, that doesn't matter his name. Why would DC name Shazam Captain Marvel?
Well, it was originally named that, and then Marvel got the rights for that name before they did. There's like a whole lawsuit dispute.
All right. So Leo Moonfry.
Moving on. So Sweet Tooth. I've never read this book before. It's by Jeff Lemire. I am an absolute Jeff Lemire fanatic. I love most of everything that he writes. So we talked about earlier that it is being filmed. Filming has officially wrapped. Jeff Lemire put out a newsletter this week talking about other things that we're going to talk about down in the comic book section. But he did say that filming has wrapped. And this was being produced by Robert Downey Jr.'s production company. Him and his wife have a production company now, and this is one of the first things that they...
Robert Downey Jr. is a punk to me at this point. He was like the comeback kid. He was like a raging drug addict for years and like fucking destroyed his career. And they turned it around and did Sherlock Holmes and he did Iron Man. He was like, yes, he's like amazing. And he's turning his life around and making good decisions and he's bringing it back. And then fucking left Marvel because he's like, guys,
done this.
I'm done. I'm gonna go make bigger, better things. And then he made Dr. Dolittle and fucking shit the bed. And then he was like, oh wait, I want to do Iron Man again. Fuck that guy.
She's so fiery, guys. If you guys have watched this show before, you know how we feel about reboots. Reboots is one of those things, it just doesn't really work. You want this nostalgia for it. Sure, there's nostalgia for it. There's things that you love from your past that you kind of want to have come back. Go watch what you liked. There's no reason to bring it back. Well, we just talked about Punky Brewster coming back for
Punky Brewster's from my childhood, which is 30 years ago. Punky Brewster at least came out 30 years ago.
Okay.
I'm just saying what you're about to show. It's been like 5 fucking years.
It hasn't been very long. Maybe 10 max. But the Office showrunner says a robot. Beep, boop, bop, bop. A reboot is not impossible. And I also they are doing a reunion show pretty soon. Don't reboot this.
The Office they already did The Office twice. It was already a Britain version of The Office, and then they made the America version of The Office. Fucking leave it. Leave it.
Please.
How are you redoing it already? It's still like fucking one of the like highest watched shows on any streaming service. People are still referencing it. John Krasinski is still the same fucking guy. He can't catch a break. He's gonna be fucking from The Office till the day he dies. Jim from The Office, and make that face.
I think he's been able to like break out of that. It's Dwight Schrute. Has not done as many things, especially awesome things, as Jim Halpert or John Krasinski. What do you guys think?
David Andrews here.
Reboot, no reboot. I think this is just leave it be, guys. Leave The Office be. It's just finished. Maybe reboot it in 50 years.
Punky Brewster was literally, it's got to be 30 years ago, guys. There's no way that The Office that just ended. I mean, I know it probably didn't just end because time flies the older you get, as Peter Goodgame can let you know, because he's old as shit.
He's not that much older than us.
I know, I'm giving him shit because he said he was so
Be nice to Peter.
Listen here, kids. Punky Brewster release date. Let's see.
All right. Well, she does that.
1984. Older than 30 years ago. I was 2 years old when this show came out. 2 years old, and I still love that fucking shit. Punky Brewster was the shit. Awesome. She did her own thing. She didn't care what anyone else said. She was like, I'm Punky Brewster. I'm different. And I like it.
That's why you're a rebel?
That's why Punky Brewster inspired me.
All right, guys. It is trivia time. It is 10:44. 1 minute from 10:45. I'm jumping a little bit early. No big deal. Fantastic Four trivia. Be the first to what, babe?
Get it right. Get it right or pay the price. Be the first to get it right in chat. We're going to ask a question. I'm going to shout out wrong answers, but last time I was right. You never know. It's a hit or miss thing. Listen to Stephanie, don't listen to Stephanie. Maybe she knows the answers, maybe she doesn't. Either way, I'm shouting something.
Guys, the first person to answer this correctly in chat gets an entry into our end of the month giveaway. If you guys stick around to the 11 o'clock hour, we are going to rapid fire eight or nine questions. So, which member of the Fantastic Four is a scientific genius?
Bendy Guy. It's totally Bendy Guy. I remember Bendy Guy being a genius. He's got the lab coat on. He bends with the lab coat on. He's Stretch Armstrong. Stretch Armstrong is a genius. He's a scientific genius.
Oh my god, this is why we keep her around, guys.
Batman Popster got it right first.
Batman Popster.
Wait, well, definitely Peter Goodgame. Wait, and then John. Wait, and then Sam.
Who said Richards
Wait,
first?
Richard reads.
Mendes.
Wait, hold on, because I feel like Andrew Kai. We're not even reading in chat. How did so many people answer?
Reed Richards, Mac Washington Psalms, the first person.
Reed Richards.
Yes.
Okay. Jeremiah Babcock says I'm drunk because I always start cursing when I am. And you're not wrong.
He's watched the show.
He
All right,
knows.
Max. You cannot get the next one right. You get a one question timeout.
Mr. Bendo.
Mr. Bendo.
I like that. Gumby, yes.
If you guys
Stretch Armstrong.
I was just saying, if you guys haven't watched Bearded Comic Bro, he does like every single Friday puts out I forgot what the show's called, but him and his wife try to
name that character.
There you go, name that character. But they did a show where she says ridiculous things, and they had people draw what these ridiculous things look like. That was a really good show. That was a really, really good show. The entries were amazing. All right, we have one bit of TV news, and then we're going to jump into comic books. So Oscar Isaac, what are your feelings on him?
He's like Boba Fett or something, right?
No, he's not Boba Fett.
Jango Fett.
Nope.
He's some kind of.
He was in the
Star
last
Wars.
3 Star Wars guy.
He like helps Rey. He's with Rey, and he helps BB-8 is his robot, right?
Well, he ends up being he's BB-8 is his robot. He ends up being the commander after Leia dies.
I feel the footsteps of a child.
You do? He would open the door.
It's like T-Rex. I can feel them. They're coming. The water starts shaking, and I'm like, they're coming.
There's a child possibly outside. He'll open the door if he wants to come in. But Oscar Isaac.
Thank you. That's
Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a character from the Marvel Universe. If you guys do not know, I'm sure everyone in chat does know, but Stephanie does not know who Moon Knight is.
I'm not that cool, guys.
He's kind of like
Nate downstairs.
Moon Knight is basically
What will Nate do?
Batman from basically in the Marvel Universe, but he has multiple personality disorder.
Okay.
So he's a pretty cool character, and I think his casting is absolutely fantastic. His name is the character's name is Mark Spector. So we're gonna see Oscar Isaac.
Mark Spector is a very famous name.
Spector. So I'm excited for that because I really like Oscar Isaac.
Okay.
He's gonna be in
Everyone
Dune.
seems super excited. Lots of people are screaming about it in chat.
Yeah, Isaac is a great actor, so I'm really, really excited about that. All right, we're on to some comic book news, which I think a lot of the stuff. I put this at the top because I wanted to talk about this.
David, are you still here?
Hopefully,
David Andre, not David Mendez.
Hopefully, David's still here.
He did just answer about Moon Knight.
So
he said he's called Moon Knight because he shows his butt to everyone.
So, guys, if you didn't know,
that's amazing.
Vault Comics put out this image a little while ago, teasing creator teams that are making books for 2021. If you are part of this channel for the past little bit, you know that we are huge fans of David Andre.
You should be huge fans of David Andre too. Where is your Resonant collection?
He did 2 giveaways last year with us. And he was constantly talking about Tim Daniels. He did 3,
didn't he?
2 that I remember.
Okay.
Maybe 3. I don't know. But it's official. It's coming out. They have a new book coming out. I think I know which one it is. I don't want to say anything. I don't think I'm allowed to say anything. I think David showed us some interior artwork or covers.
He's like, shh, don't tell
It's so cool. I cannot wait. But yeah, there's some other awesome teams on here as well. But we are obviously most excited for David Andre and Tim Daniel putting a book out. And if you follow them on Twitter, David is constantly tweeting about how him and Tim are the best comic book creating couple there is. So
I agree.
You haven't read anything, so
I don't care. I agree. Everything David prints is gold.
It's pretty awesome.
David tells me to read it, I'll do it.
All right, next up. All right, DC Future State just hit this week. The first books came out. I missed a lot of them.
Stupidest fucking money grab. Stupid. You know how I feel about these stupid money grab fucking shit they keep putting out to be like, hey, we're going to pretend it's a little different, and then we're going to tell you it's the first appearance of Harley Quinn. First appearance of Harley Quinn? No. Harley Quinn, that bitch has been out for like 50 fucking years. First appearance of Harley Quinn. Probably like 100 years. Probably even like 80. I don't know. It's not her first appearance, but spend $8 on a fucking
Guys,
comic book.
tell how long Harley Quinn's been around.
It's
good.
longer.
No.
Longer, shorter. 50, 75, 23. Is it 23?
You're getting a lot closer.
Whatever. It's not her fucking first appearance, is my point.
So a lot of these books were very hot, off the shelves. Like, I went to my comic book shop. Chuck was like, I don't have anything. I was like, what? Why didn't you said you ordered something? He's like, yeah, I ordered something. And then people came and took them all. I'm like, great. But don't worry. The whole lineup from this week is going back for second print. I wish I waited and bought these and did not order the first prints because these covers are much more like the designer covers that Stephanie got me back here. This guy. Much more like this, which I think is way cooler than what they put out this week. And yeah, so we got Swamp Thing, Wonder Woman, which is I forgot what her name is, Batman. So it's really cool stuff. So if you guys missed out like I did and you didn't have it or you didn't want to go to Midtown Comics or whatever and order them, you can wait probably a few weeks and you can get second prints, which is pretty cool.
Everyone's saying more like 20 to 30 years. The point is, it's not the first appearance.
Come on, guys. You guys have this thing. What is it called? Oh, God.
FOMO?
Google it. I'm busy.
They did. 20s, 30s, since the 90s.
It says, no, they're giving you random answers. It came out on this date.
Oh my God, stop. We don't need the exact day. The point is, my rant is correct. That's all that matters. I'm right. It's not the first appearance of Harley Quinn or Wonder Woman or Swamp Thing or these other stupid shit.
It's first
I can't wait till he
appearances,
reads
new
it.
people
I
as these
can't
characters.
Wait until he reads this and he tells me it's terrible.
Right.
Go ahead. Let me hear an $8 book being worth money 20 years from now. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're going to fast forward 20 years. You guys sit here. We're going to fast forward 20 years. We'll let you know.
So Stephanie, I remember it was weeks ago. She was just scrolling through Instagram, which she rarely does.
I got an email from Scott's Collectibles.
So email from Scott's Collectibles. She said, Bruce, have you seen this cover? And I was like, actually, I just saw it on Instagram. And it's this one. Not Superman. Spider-Man 55.
Oh my God, it tastes like popcorn. Like buttered popcorn.
And this is so this is a second print. This is going obviously back to print. And they just basically tinted the white red. But this is Peter Gleason, Patrick Gleason. He did an amazing job on this cover. I actually got one of the black and white, which I think is the only cover. You can order, if you sign up for his newsletter, directly from his site, the Virgin variant, I believe for $30.
Or you go to Scott's Collectibles, which is where I got the email, and they have a signed copy from Patrick Gleason. I like to ask Bruce if he likes things, so that way I know what to buy him.
Well, I mean, there is a Patrick Gleason for this variant right here. This is the second print where he signs it in red, and it looks really freaking cool. But yeah, this cover, I think a lot of people are saying this is the cover of 2021. It's only been not even 2 weeks yet because it's only the 8th. But this cover is fire.
Before we go to the next news article, can we talk about how disgusting this beer is?
It's pretty bad.
It tastes like buttered popcorn. Why have you drank so much of it is the question. That's how you know Bruce is drunk. I curse a lot and Bruce will drink garbage beer.
But I'm excited for
that. Bad.
I'm excited.
We didn't even show them it, so go over to this. I should have known because this kind of looks like this guy would be
It just says
like
you
a
got
bag
this.
of potato chips. Well, if you read the sides, it's supposed to be like, oh, we got this. We're in this together. COVID. But like, no. And it tastes like buttered popcorn in a cup, and it's so gross. Why are you drinking so much of it?
I just finished it.
I'm not drinking this.
I'm very excited for this next beer, guys. I'll show it in a second, but it is called Fat Orange Cat. All the cool cats on the back of the bus.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. I'm dumping this beer. I'm not drinking this buttered popcorn beer. It's disgusting.
This looks more like up our alley.
Buttered popcorn is the worst Jelly Belly. Yes, I agree, Bearded Comic Bro. You'd be like afraid because is it coconut or is it the buttered popcorn one?
Greg, so I wasn't, I'm not sure if you were here for when I was talking about, I loved your last name that
Character. Can I have a beer can?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Where you guys were showing off, you guys did the contest of like drawing things. That episode was awesome. My favorite by far. Oh, Cisco C's in the house too. What's up, Cisco?
Cisco's been here for a while.
Well, you didn't yell it out.
I'm sorry, I can't yell. Everybody, I'm only one person. You read chat too. How about that?
I am busy running the show.
Running it into the ground. All the cool cats on the bus.
That's good.
How cool is that?
That's a cool. That was a cool thing.
Yeah, they actually have this orange cat brewery. They had 2 of these. I'm sorry, I took the can and you guys are still on the can. They had 2 different beers that I thought looked cool from the same company. And I was like, oh, I don't want to get 2 beers from the same company. Let me mix it up. But I probably made a bad decision based on my buttered popcorn beer. They just had to throw in the garbage. Jessica's here.
Jessica, what's going on, girl? She was the one who won the MLM giveaway last month.
Jessica is also the one who's introduced me into Animal Crossing, and now I have an obsession, and it's a problem. And every free minute I have, I'm like grabbing the Switch, and I'm like, we're gonna watch TV together as a family while I smack this rock and try to get iron nuggets out of it, so I can build a pot, and then I can sell it and get more money.
She plays that now. I play World of Warcraft. It's a glorious, glorious union.
Yes, Bruce plays World of Warcraft, and then I'm like playing, and he's like, what are you doing? How's your house doing? And I'm like, I just made it bigger. I've got a museum now. No big deal.
But great. Yeah, I just want to say again, that episode was so great. I really, really liked that episode. But yeah, so this is going back for second print, guys. So if you want it, I don't like this as much as the black on white. I will probably...
No, the black and white's definitely better.
But just so you guys know, I did snag 3 copies, and we're going to be giving 2 of them away. So stay tuned for that.
Jessica, I've got so much more than a museum now. I built my 3 other houses for people to move in, and I've got fencing now. No big deal. I just planted some pumpkins. My house is bigger. I owe like $198,000 to Tom Nook.
So, babe, you know how Jem and Clinton was all about the omnibus.
Yes, he loves omnibuses. I don't get it. Who wants to read a book that's like a fucking encyclopedia? Like, if you turn the page, let's make sure you have a table to read on. Like, you can't just hold it. So you got to be like a fucking like 1940s, like turn 50 pages.
Now, I mean, I haven't read any omnibus, so I can't judge Jem or anyone else who likes omnibus. But you know, a lot of people love Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yes, lots of people do.
Lots of people do.
My oldest son, all about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. When they first came out, he was a Power Ranger for 3 years for Halloween. It was all I watched. Rita Repulsa and Power Rangers, and back when like Kimberly was the Pink Ranger, and all about that.
Well, we know Two Brothers Comics loves Power, or not. Dustin does.
Dustin loves Power Rangers.
So I actually watched a video from him today. There, he's like so excited that CGC is doing like a signing with one of the fucking one of the Rangers.
I don't love this figure either.
But Boom Studios is doing a Kickstarter where you can help them make these deluxe hardcover set thingies.
I guess.
If you're excited about it, I mean,
that's cool. I could see wanting to collect these. If you like the Power Rangers, those are cool covers, and it's cool that they're hardcover. I would have them like in my library. I think I would want to buy these even if I didn't read Power Rangers, just to be like Power Rangers. But
I mean, it's cool. Like I said,
Tommy is the original Green Power Ranger for life.
For life.
For life.
If you guys haven't,
and then he turned into the White Power Ranger. Guys, the drama is real.
That's the guy who's doing the signing.
Tommy.
Yeah, the guy who played Tommy. Because he was. Dustin was talking about in the video. He was green, and then he was white, and then he was something, and then he went back to green. I was like, Dustin.
See, I know all about it, guys. I was forced to watch Power Rangers for years. It's always so dumb. They combine their little, and like, you control the right arm, you control the left arm. Oh, they play their little flute sword, and their dinosaurs come down.
All right, moving on. So I teased Jeff Lemire earlier in the show. Jeff Lemire is
Jessica said she was a Pink Ranger in 5th grade.
Writes Black Hammer. Black Hammer is a very popular book. I personally have not read that. I definitely want to pick that up. I might pick that up in trade and make sure I like that before I can try to pick up the single issues, because some of the single issues are going for a lot of money. But he also writes a lot of DC Black Label.
That's not what I imagined Jeff Lemire looking like.
Yeah, me either. When I saw him, I was like, oh, he looks like a dude.
He does like a dude. I mean, I guess he doesn't look like a Jeff Lemire. He looks like a Francis Dinklebottom.
Jeff, I'm sorry. She enjoys your writing, but
Francis
so
Dinklebottom.
basically
I'm
this
calling it now.
basically this article just goes down. If you guys haven't also gone to this website, AIPT, it's a great website for comic book stuff. He is writing 2 new Black Label books for DC, which is really exciting. And one of them is one of his characters that he's lived for a very long time and never been able to write. Especially, I think it's because they don't want him to write it in continuity because I'm sure what he wants to do with the character is crazy. So that's why they're allowing him to do it on Black Label, which is really cool. But also Black Hammer. Right now, there I believe are 5 separate books of Black Hammer out right now. There's Skullboy and Skeleton, or Skeleton and Skullboy, whatever.
It's the Modest Mouse cover.
There's a bunch of different books, and basically he's saying, I spread myself too thin with Black Hammer. I want to bring it all back into one book. So next year you can be excited for a Black Hammer solo book that is going to encapsulate all my characters.
The Rock is Black Hammer, or he's Black Adam? That's different.
That's different.
All
Black
right.
Hammer is its own universe in Image or IDW or something like that. Should I
It's
finish?
11 o'clock.
Should I finish the news and do all the trivia?
No, it's 11 o'clock. You gotta do trivia.
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 All right, so we have 8 questions or 9 questions left, guys. If you get these right, you get your entries into the end of the giveaway. Max, just a reminder, you are on hiatus for one
You're not allowed to
question.
answer any questions from one question, Max. Or you can help people win. But I'm also going to be shutting out
Yes.
the right/wrong answers.
So there's 27 people in chat. I'm sure if some of you guys have not smashed that like button, if you guys could take a second and smash that like button, I really, really appreciate it. Also, you might not know what the dealio is. If you guys answer these questions right, and you are the first one in chat to answer this question right, you get entries into our end of the month giveaway. The last Friday of every single month, we do a giveaway.
It's always an awesome giveaway, guys. No big deal. Awesome sauce for you.
And tonight's trivia hat is Fantastic Four. There we go. Make sure you follow us on social media because we do post a video every single Friday asking for what you guys want for trivia.
What is the name of the Fantastic Four headquarters? It is like Fantastic Five. It would be something stupid like that. They're Fantastic Four headquarters. I imagine like a big 4 cut out into the shape of a 4, like Teen Titans Go. They have the giant T. I imagine a giant 4. The Baxter.
Comic book poser
Baxter
is
Tower.
back.
Wait, Baxter Tower
Oh,
was Bearded Comic Bro first.
hold on. I'm going to.
Jessica said that she had lots of beers and she's still walking home and she's cold. Why are you walking home? Get an Uber. Jessica, call Uber. It's too cold to walk.
This is what I had.
Baxter Building. I feel like Baxter, anything with the word Baxter and it's fucking close
It's Bearded
enough.
Comic Bro. And Bearded Comic Bro can win. He's back in it.
I think you are. This is the month you're back in it, or last month was the month you're back in it.
One of the two.
But either way, you're back in it, Greg. Welcome to the show.
Next question up. Back to the wheel. Go full screen. There we go. Wheelie.
Dinklebottom Tower. That's right.
Yeah, we're going to start planning on the second comic quarantine madness pretty soon. So, guys, prepare yourself for that.
Which Fantastic Four villain consumes whole planets? It's like Galacticus or something like that. He eats planets. I know that from Donny Cates' Thor.
There you go, baby.
Guys, I'm on fire tonight. I've won all the prizes. Galactus. I was close
Who's the
enough.
first person? Max?
Adrian Padilla.
Adrian Padilla?
No, wait. Max. No,
Max.
Max. Max was first.
Okay.
Sorry, Adrian. Also, hi, Adrian. We didn't say hello. to
Adrian,
you.
what's going on, man? How are you
And
doing
Average
this
Will
evening?
is here.
Average Will? What's going on, Average Will? You're above average, bro.
You're above average. Change your name. Mediocre Will.
What did Comic Poser said? I was trying to read it. It said, I'm going to DM you on Twitter about someone you may have accidentally blocked. He's
Who
talking
did we block? We never blocked anyone in our lives.
Yeah, we definitely don't have blocked anyone on Twitter. So maybe you
Or
are
ever.
speaking-
And anything. Have we blocked anyone anywhere?
I don't think so.
I blocked you, poser.
We do delete a lot of porn from our YouTube and Instagram.
The porn people know what Bruce likes. And every time they're like, ew, I need a boyfriend. They know who their target audience is, all right?
I love when I get a little buzzed or drunk. I start clicking the wrong thing to spin the wheel. I'm on StreamYard trying to click the wheel. Spin! What did Reed and Sue name their first child?
What did Reed and Sue? It's Bendy McInvisible Pants. McRib. They're the McRib Invisible Pants. Or like the invisibility cloak. Harry Potter.
No penis picture. What? How did that come up?
I don't know. There's a lot of weird things going in chat. I was before Adrian, according to someone. Oh, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, stop being a baby.
Reagan, that's pretty funny. Pinnacle game.
But we didn't say, we said Max was first, Jeremiah. So you were before Adrian, but we said Max. A bearded comic bro said he blocked poser. Bregan said the poor people want to hire Bruce for golden showers. He is good at peeing everywhere but in the toilet, so you're correct.
What did I say one? Oh, Peter Regan.
Franklin Benjamin Richards.
Yes, that is the name. He gave
Bendy
the full
Bowie.
name.
Like Baba Booey, but Bendy
Baba
Bowie.
Booey,
I like
Baba
that.
Booey.
I like that, Max.
All right, back over here. Gonna go full screen. Man.
Jeremiah says he knows. Jeremiah is very salty. From the beginning, he was yelling at me.
Why was he
about
yelling
how
at you?
He was like, "This isn't the best live show I've ever seen, Stephanie. Suck it."
Oh. Well, Jeremiah, I am sorry on Friday nights. You know, you have better shows to go see.
Oh, when Johnny Fitz came by and he said he wasn't going to stay that long and he said hello, and I'm sorry I didn't get to your message, Johnny. Hello, thank you for coming, and goodbye.
Yes, Johnny, thank you so much.
What kind of rays cause the Fantastic Four to mutate? Gamma rays.
Nope.
They're the only rays there are. Sun rays. Light rays.
Max Washington songs
Stingrays.
again.
Stingrays. It was stingrays.
No. Oh, man, Max. It was Cosmic Rays.
Stingrays.
Cosmic Rays.
Stingrays. I still say I'm right. Stingrays would be cool.
Stingrays. A bunch of little fish. Oh, man. What was his name? Crocodile.
Yes.
What was this guy? What was his name? What was the crocodile guy that died? That was
Steve
so sad.
Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
The
there we go.
Crocodile Hunter. No, that was Crocodile Dundee. Was he the Crocodile Hunter? Steve Irwin. Crocodile.
Steve Irwin. But I do love that his son, who looks almost exactly like his dad, is taking up his mantle. He's been on
Bindi also does the same thing.
not Jimmy Kimmel. The guy who took over the
Jimmy
Tonight
Fallon.
Show. Jimmy Fallon. He's been on that show multiple times. I'm sure he's been on Jimmy Kimmel. But Fallon's such a pussy. Like, he's so scared of all the animals. Like, I'm like,
That's his shtick.
a sloth? You want me to scare of a sloth? It's
She's
just
like, I'm going to slowly kill you. You can't think of a sloth without thinking about that movie. What was that movie?
Oh,
Zootopia.
Zootopia.
With the sloth. Dash Dad. What's his name?
I don't remember.
Something 100-yard flash. Flash,
100-yard dash.
Flash. He's the fastest sloth there was. He drives like a really fast car. Want to hear a joke?
I was like, wanna hear a joke? After thwarting a Skrull invasion in Fantastic Four #2, what does Reed Richards force the remaining Skrulls to become? This is actually really funny.
Broadway musical performers. No. Mimes. Cows.
I was telling you to make sure you watch chat.
Well, I'm watching chat get it wrong, and I'm shouting cows. Sexual slaves, I wish. Pigs, cats.
Wow.
Sam King got it right, but he can't win.
Wow, chat just jumped.
I know. I was like, what? Cows, Sam King got right, but he can't win. Sexual slaves should be right. Monkeys, dingleberries also should be right. Comic post said David Andre, which would be amazing.
A bunch of David Andrews writing comics.
David Andre got it right first, technically, out of everyone that I've seen. Bruce P. Tinkles, which is also a lot of people are saying unicorns. A lot of people want unicorns. David Andre was the first one that I saw.
Cows is the correct answer.
That said cows that wasn't Sam King.
All right, we have 4 questions left, and then we're going to finish up with some quick news, and then we're going to call it a night.
Are we? I brought Bruce special Chex Mix. Sweet and salty.
So we have 4 questions left, guys. Let's spin this wheel. Which character, along with Sue and Reed, formed the Marvel's Universe's first love triangle.
Ooh, it was like a bisexual thing. It was Captain Marvel. Cheetos, yes, Bregan. I will be eating Cheetos. Bruce is gonna be eating Chex Mix.
Yes.
I will be eating Cheetos. Namor.
Yes, Namor.
According to Max Washington. Fucking Max Washington is crushing it.
It's the new
Jessica
Frank.
has seceded because she can't be the Frank because she won last month. So Max Washington has come in, take the crown from all you fools. Read more comic books.
I just crushing you fools. That is for show. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 answers out of like the 9 that we've
Namor's
asked
the
so
really
far.
like weird looking Aquaman, right?
Yes. He has the little.
He's like
He has a
he's
little,
like
like-
the death metal Aquaman.
Yeah, but he has little like feathers on his feet that allows him to fly.
So stupid.
It's so fucking dumb. All right.
Stupid.
We got 3 questions left. Again, these are all easy peasy questions. You guys will be able to crush these out of the park.
Doctor Doom is the lamest character you've ever read. Is the monarch of what nation?
It's a made up nation. So go ahead and make that.
Somalia.
That's not made up.
Somalia. Norin Rad. How can Kevin win? We're a team. Jessica, sign in under Kevin's YouTube account and he can win.
David Andre. Latvia.
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 Latvia is not a made up nation. That's a real place.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I'm going to Google it right now. Democratic sovereign nation. Right here in Europe. Latvia is a real place. It's a made up place. And then I said Somalia and he's like, that's a real place.
Well,
Latvia's
I
also a
just
real
got
place.
schooled and now I feel dumb. So you're welcome.
And the number one question people ask on Google is Latvia poor or rich? Is Latvia part of Russia? What is Latvia famous for? How dangerous is Latvia? Let's find out how dangerous Latvia is.
Look at Puerto Rican. Latvia is a pussy. Oh, it wouldn't. Oh, it corrected it. Wait, hold on. Where'd it go? Ben's girlfriend is blank. I'm sorry. There we go.
Is dead.
It's the pussy part.
Instead of labia, Barikan, you're pronouncing it wrong.
Blind, Puerto Rican comics. Thank you very much.
I can't keep up with chat. There's too much going on.
A lot of people in chat tonight, baby. We had a good
Brent
show tonight.
Graham's girlfriend is blind, and that's why she's like, "Oh, is this rocks, or do you have like some like psoriasis?" He's like, "No, it's psoriasis. Just rub some lotion on it. It's cool. It's
Give me so much lotion.
Just
I
a
need
lot of
so
lotion.
much
It's the winter.
lotion.
My skin is dry."
So dry.
Sam King wrote bow-legged, filled with pebbles. Oh my God, David, that is the best one. Allergic to rocks.
All right, guys. Last question
Also,
of the night.
Ignacia Annabelle de Meglio. I thought it said mega blind.
Who has combined powers of the Fantastic Four?
Greg wrote Bruce. You're his girlfriend.
Oh, David just said Bruce. Who says I saw our super school? Matt Washington songs again.
Poser said he's trying to figure out if I should ask David Andrew if I can interview him, or if Stephanie would come from New York to Kansas to pull a cleavage razor and cut me. I wouldn't cut you. I want David to get as much exposure as possible. Comic Poser, please interview him on your channel. He is an interesting person to interview. We've had people that are like Snorefest that we've interviewed. David is awesome and he's fun to have on. And he's just a good dude all around. He's supportive of everybody else that he runs into. And he's just awesome. So if you can support David, I won't cut you this one time. But fucking come after Worth of Daldera and I will stab shit out of you. But David, you can support. I'll allow it.
She'll allow it, guys.
I'll allow
she
it.
will
I'll
allow it. All right, so we just got a few more news items I want to pick off. I think there's only 2, actually. Two quick things, and then we're going to peace out of this joint. So, this was like a big thing, supposedly. I just read issue 16. It wasn't that big of a deal. But Stephanie loves the X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
One of her favorite books.
You know, it's a shame because the first real introduction I had into the Marvel universe is when the X-Men movies came out, because I didn't read comic books like Bruce did. So that was like my first like watching X-Men. I loved the X-Men movies. I thought they were super cool. Cyclops, he was a cool dude. Although that part where he's like, I can't control it, and he cuts a tree, that was stupid as shit. But Jean Grey is the Phoenix, and Wolverine has to like climb up, and like no one else can stop her, and he's like getting ripped apart, but he comes up and he like has to kill her, and he's all like, I'm sorry, and he kills her. Fucking awesome! I love that movie. The X-Men comic books, another fucking story. Terrible.
So I'm curious what you guys think. So supposedly there's going to be a whole new X-Men team. It's not announced yet because there's going to be a whole vote. I'm sure Jonathan Hickman knows who the X-Men team is going to be. I don't know if this is going to be like a voting thing for the actual public. They're going to do like an online thing or whatever. But there's going to be a voting thing. And the X-Men team is going to be voted. And I don't know how I feel about this. Shouldn't they just know who it is?
Wait, what? Who's voted to what?
Voting to be on the X-Men.
That's so stupid.
Because it's a team of people who protect things.
I guess.
You're not just an X-Men if you're a mutant. You're an X-Men if you're part of the team.
Right, but what's the whole point of the fucking school?
Because you're learning to be an X-Men. There's no more school anymore. They're on an island. Remember? Krakoa.
Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about this stupid fucking comic book.
Oh my god, Stephanie is on.
I fucking hate that comic book. It was so dumb.
I thought that was
so
very, very
I read
weird.
like 9 out of the 10 issues. I wouldn't even finish the last fucking issue. It was so dumb.
So this is Stephanie definitely has not seen this. So this is Spider-Man's new costume.
It's so dumb. He looks like an alien who was also a cyborg. Like he's got like fucking like Tron parts, but he's also got an alien fucking head. Why is his head shaped like that? What is happening? Why is his eye so buggy? I hate all of it. Why is his leg so big? Who drew this?
I don't know. But so this is a new costume coming out in like issue 60, whatever. Doesn't really matter. But this costume, in my opinion, is awful. Awful. If you guys haven't checked out the channel Thinking Critical, I watched he's very pessimistic and negative about a lot of things, which is something I don't like about his channel. He's always very negative about everything. This costume design is pretty bad. It doesn't mean the comic book itself is going to be bad. The suit is bad. It's already got a ton of backlash over this suit. The suit is really fucking ugly. But I guess they're saying like he just had a big fight with a villain, and this is like it looks sort of techie, so maybe this is like a Stark suit, and supposedly this fight he just had with this
Tony Stark would never make a garbage suit like that. How cool was the Tony Stark Spider-Man suit?
The Iron Spider is pretty fucking sick.
There's no way Tony Stark would make this shitty suit.
But he was theorizing that maybe he's dead.
Well, Jeremiah said, it's supposedly like an iron lung. He's injured and needs it to recuperate, from my understanding.
Yes, this is what I heard as well, is that he's either dead or severely injured, and he needs the suit to move for him. Which again,
so he's not even like Spider-Man anymore? Wait, he said he's dead?
Supposedly, like one of the things, he's dead, and it's just like his body is in the suit, and it's like keeping his body fresh. But his consciousness is in like the technology. Is one thing I heard. I heard another thing where he's like,
he got COVID-19.
Well, I also heard what Jeremiah's like heard, like he's really injured. I mean, all these things are just terrible. This suit is just really fucking ugly. Spider-Man.
But if the suit can do everything, who cares who's fucking inside of it? Why is it like Weekend at Bernie's, where it's like a fucking dead guy being flown around? Throw some other schmuck in there who's still alive. If the suit's doing all the fucking shooting and fucking flying through the air, it could be anyone. Bruce could be the new Spider-Man.
Let's fucking do this.
Right?
I'm about to have to shave.
Like, look how sexy you'd look.
My beard would
that
not
like
fit
tight suit. I'd be all about that.
My guy would hang out.
You'd be like the Peter B. Parker of Spider-Man.
I would be the Peter B. Parker. And that's my favorite character from that movie. That movie is so fucking good. But guys, that is the show. That is all the news. That is all the trivia. We got lots of entries into the end of the month giveaway for January. It's a good show. It was a great show tonight. We had lots of people. We had a high of 29 people.
That's awesome. guys. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys haven't smashed the like button already, please.
27 likes.
Wow, that's it.
That's it. That's amazing, guys. You did a great job.
You guys did a great job, but there was
No,
lots of
you
other
did a
people that
good
came in and did not smash it. Smash that. Smash it. Smash it. I am drunk at this point.
See, that is why I had to talk Bruce off from 5. You know, he tried to give me shit because, like, Bruce, you have 5 beers. Put one back because you're gonna drink it. No, I won't. I just have it here in case the pumpkin. I'm like, Bruce, you're gonna drink the beer. Put it back. And you put it back like pouty kid face. He's like, I'll put it back.
I almost
You never let me buy anything. Is what he was like.
I almost reached across and drank your beer right now, but
he would have just knocked it over. That's what would have happened.
But guys, that's the end of the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for the first show of 2021.
Mikey Penisar,
yes,
our good friend
from Britain,
from London.
London.
Says it's 5 a.m. there. Mikey, you need some sleep. I wake up at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. is not the time you should be still awake.
Oh, maybe he's waking up for the gym like I do.
No, he was on like an hour ago because he said it was 4 o'clock.
Wow.
An hour ago.
Get some sleep.
Get some sleep. Do you at least get to sleep all day? I couldn't handle that. Even if I went to bed at 4, I'd be tired for like 4 days. I wouldn't be able to recover. I'm tired right now.
Want to say goodnight?
Good night, guys. Bruce loves you.
Guys, this is a great show. It really, really was a great show. First one of 2021. The rest of the shows are going to be just as awesome as tonight, if not bigger. Hopefully more giveaways. Hopefully more stuff to do. But comics and beer. This is what we are. Bruce, Stephanie, having a good time. Talking about comic book stuff. Talking about just amazing kid things. I don't know. It's who we are.
We're boob monsters for life. This is a boob monster family.
Boob monsters for life.
You said wiener, and that's a lie.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.